Welcome to Venus and Mars. My name is Kato Hammond.
I'm Rorree.
This is Rorree, and she represents Venus.
The Venetian.
The ladies.
And he represents the Martians.
Yes, the Martian.
Yes.
Yes. It's my turn to shuffle these cards that she's going to read and school us fellas on how to treat her and her fellow.
And my Venetian ladies.
Yes. Okay. Put your hands up. Shuffle. All right. Hello.
Thank you. Okay. The Mars side says,
all right, drum roll, please.
The more a woman feels the right to be upset, the less upset she will be.
That is funny.
The more a woman feels the right to be upset, the less upset she'll be.
That is funny. Let her release. If you don't let her release, fella, she gonna hold that bull jive in and it's coming out. One way or another, it's coming out. Let her release that junk. Be upset about it. Learn to... One thing we can take, I think sometimes, fellas, that we can take notes of is for older people, older men. Mm-hmm. You ever notice how chill older men are? And you ever been to like a family place, right? Family, like a family dinner or something like that. Mm-hmm. And women would be in one room and they loud as I don't know what. But the man or whatever, especially the head of the house, can be... I've been in the house with a whole rack of people. Mm-hmm. A guy who had a lot of daughters. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Wife and daughters. And I mean, that many females, they can cackle like I don't know what. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I used to trip out how none of it fazed him. He could sit... He wouldn't even... younger, we're going to turn our TV because we can't... He learned how to tune it out. You know what I'm saying? And... watch his TV while they just going on and on. I said, man, that must definitely been a guy who grew up in a house with, of course, if he got all those daughters and they grown now, yes. Right. And I see that as being the same thing because they got to get it out. They got to get it out. And if you don't let them get it out, it's going to come out, like I said, one way or another. You ain't got to listen to it. Just act like you listen to it.
I don't agree with that because I can tell when you're not listening. Oh. So, I'm intuitive, number one, and I can feel when you're disconnected. So, I can feel when you're not paying attention. I can feel it over the phone. What you doing? I know you're doing something. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Okay. All right.
So, you talk about how.
Okay.
No, you can't. So,
well, then take that back. Don't fake it. Just let them get it out. Don't act. Do listen. Let them know you're listening, and let them get it out. Don't cut them off. Because
when you cut us off, it makes us feel like what we have to say is not important, and what we have to say is not valuable, and what happens to women when they deal with men that always cut them off and don't allow them to express their voices, a woman will develop an issue, and it usually will be in this area, her throat and her voice. And when a woman attracts this in her life, she may have attracted this for a long time. She may have had parents that treated her like that or whatever. And then a woman will stop voicing her opinion. And that is not good for anybody. But if you're with a man that always shuts you down and never want to listen to what you have to say and makes you feel like what you have to say isn't worth shit, then they're subliminally kind of infusing you with that energy. Like, what you have to say ain't nothing. You're not valuable. What you have to say is not valuable. And that is what gets planted in the woman's space. And it takes a minute for a woman to heal from that, because most women don't even know that those little subtle things are affecting them. It affects their self-worth. You know, it affects how they feel about themselves and how they might advocate for themselves. And then you get a woman to a point where she just ain't gonna say nothing, because what I have to say don't mean nothing anyway. And that's not a good place for a woman to be, especially if you're in a relationship with each other, because what's gonna happen is somebody else will start to make the woman feel like she is worth something. Or she will just start to heal herself and build up, and then she's going to push you away altogether because she will get strengthened. And I noticed that a lot of men who themselves have low self-worth do that to women. They shut them down, and I think it's because of their own insecurities, where they have to shut you down and make you feel less than, because they might be intimidated by you in the first place. And this is something that I work with the people in my group on, because this happens a lot with women. It really does. So what you got to say about this?
You said it all. Yeah,
I said all of that to make a point.
Yeah. Get to that. I mean, yeah. And that point.
We did another episode about women and the reason why we communicate. Mm-hmm. One reason is to make a point. Yeah. So that was my point. What you think about that, though?
I agree with you. I can't disagree. I mean,
you want to see what the other side says? Yeah. Okay.
It says, women, when men talk about their problems, they are looking for solutions.
Are they really?
When men talk about their problems, they are looking for solutions. Yeah.
They are?
Yeah. Or they're not going to talk about them.
Okay.
Or they're not going to talk about
them. Or they're not going to talk about them.
Yeah. So, yeah, I agree with that.
I know when I used to coach, when I lived in California, some men found it, like, I don't know that they really liked receiving the information from me.
I can see that.
I think if I was a man, they would have received it better. I think their egos were too big to receive this information from me. Depends on the
subject. To me, I think it depends on the subject. No, I'm not telling you.
Because I was like in authority. I'm teaching. This is what you need to do. Da 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 da. But it was like I used to always get a lot of, I'll be like, why are you acting like I don't know what I'm talking about? I'm telling you what's up. And it might have been my attitude too.
I can see me doing that. Don't get offended, but I can see me doing that.
Bucking up?
Yeah, getting the advice from a woman.
Right, so that's why, honestly, this says this, but before I give a man advice, I don't always ask, because like I said, I'm a problem solver, but I might ask, do you want suggestions? Because I think I got beat up by men when I was in Sacramento, whose egos were so big that it was hard for them to receive from me. Mm-hmm. So it made me want to okay. At one point I didn't know if I even wanted to work with men because of that experience in Sacramento working with big ego men. Mm-hmm. I was like, ugh, so I don't know. I don't know that I would always offer a solution. But then if you talk to some guys I've dated, I probably have always. Do I do that with you? Do I always offer a solution to you?
No, because I don't talk about my stuff to you.
You do too.
Not really.
Some stuff.
There's a lot of stuff I don't,
I know, but if you have talked to me about something, do I offer solutions or?
I don't think I talk to get solutions. Okay. I don't expect solutions for my stuff.
Okay.
I believe in stuff is what it is.
Okay.
And that may be that may be the kind of thing why you were getting the kind of resistance you want from men.
Why?
Because maybe they don't know if there's a solution, and definitely don't know if a woman would know what that solution is.
And they didn't respect my position,
Well, that's a whole nother story.
So they,
it's almost like,
whatever.
Well, I've seen it a couple of times, but it's always like, what's the thing that come on the Oprah channel, Ayanla?
Mm-hmm.
And where, it may be a thing where it always seems like she have a clash. She's clashing with the man who ain't trying to hear it, and she gets angry or whatever.
She clashed with the women too.
I don't really watch it, but when I see previews, it's always, dang, she always clashing with the guy.
She clashes with everybody. Remember she said, "You're a ratchet something." I was like, oh my God.
Okay.
I've only seen like the commercials.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've only...
But I
saw one episode, the episode that DMX was on. And
I didn't see that.
She was...
on him.
Oh my gosh, you know what I'm saying?
She's very in your face. That's the kind of coach she is. She's very in your face and confrontational.
Right.
And if you don't like that style, then that's just not the coach for you. But
men seem like they definitely not with it. I think the clashes that seemed like she was having with men was because they won't accept what she's saying to them. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. Just shut up. That kind of thing. Like, they respect her as a woman, but... So, I don't know why you think that is. I don't know why because I can't disagree with it. I think I might...
Because it says that when they talk about their problems, they're looking for solutions. Well, maybe they are. But we might be trying to give you solutions.
But once again, I think those men on that show weren't talking about their problems. They were like didn't want to. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay, so maybe that's a difference. Okay, so if a man does talk to you about his problems, right, then the reason why he's opening up is because
you gotta be a special person for me.
Talk about the solution. But with the episode that we did when we were doing it from the book, he never said I had a problem.
Right.
But she's trying to find a problem, and he never even said
and his thoughts was, I'll come back when I'm ready.
Right. So we should wait till they come talk to us about the problem and then offer a solution. Rorree still would ask you, so you want my opinion? Or you want to know what I would do?
Right. Yeah, sure. Continue to show you care, I'd say that, I can't disagree with that. Okay. I can't disagree with that at all.
All right. Well, then we good.
Did we read the other side?
We did. Women have the right to feel up when you allow them to express themselves.
Oh, yeah. Then,
okay.
We did do
they're
that
better.
first.
All right, so we're good. Y'all let us know what you think, okay?
Yeah, please. Let us know what you think. Curious to hear your opinion on that one. Let me know if I'm wrong. I can be wrong, fellas. So
we are not relationship experts. We're just sharing our opinions.
Yeah. Ladies, you're not going to know if I'm wrong or not. But fellas, if you think I'm wrong.
We're not even going to address that.
I'm just kidding, y'all. I'm just kidding, ladies. I'm not sorry. All right,
y'all. Share. Let us know what you think. And
peace and love.